Hi, I'm Harley. So I'm trying to keep myself in frame here, but also display my wonderful abundance of foods. So I did a video recently where I ate a ginormous McThick McDonald's quarter pounder that had 6 patties, and it did pretty good. You guys seem to enjoy that. And I'm hungry. So I was gonna eat lunch and talk to you guys while I do. So today I went to Taco Bell. I've got 3 of the grilled cheese burritos, and they're pretty good. I've had them before. I really enjoy them. It's basically a burrito covered in melty cheese. Also, this time I remembered the napkins, so that's going to be a bonus because these can be messy. I prefer to use the little paper that it comes in as kind of like a burrito diaper, if you will. These have a little bit of spice to them. I think there's a Chipotle sauce on it, which I like. It's almost like they used to have something called the chicken Chipotle loaded something. Chicken Chipotle loaded griller, maybe. And they have something similar on the dollar menu now, but this was like a bigger, real big burrito. So this tastes kind of like that without the chicken. They have beef instead. But I wonder if you could sub out the beef for chicken. It's a thought. I've never tried, but... You can see it's a pretty big burrito. I also got 2 of these little dollar menu item things. I don't get to those. It's so nice to have a napkin. So satisfying. I've got some water. This also has these little crispy, crunchy, I don't know, they're kind of almost like Fritos, but not Fritos. I think they're supposed to be tortilla strips now that I'm thinking of it. So Christmas is soon. I've got pretty much all my shopping done. In fact, I think I do have all my shopping done. I'm starting to wrap things. So as I go through and wrap things, there's usually things that I come across that I forgot to buy or that, I've thought of, but I haven't done yet. So sometimes I get ahead of myself that way. So how's your shopping going? I usually love wrapping presents too. But this year my children want to help, which would be nice, except I don't enjoy their help, if I'm being honest. It's one of those times where their help is actually making it harder. I don't know. I just want to be able to like wrap things and get it done, and it takes so much more time when they help. But they're really cute about it. They're really excited to help wrap this year with the presents. They're picking out the paper, matching ribbons to it. They really like pulling off the pieces of tape and like getting it all ready. So that part is really fun and adorable. It's starting to bust through on this side. It's breaking out. So I have to flip it over. If you haven't tried this, I recommend it. It's pretty good. It's a lot of cheese, which, I mean, I'm a big fan of cheese, so I don't think you can overdo it with cheese. This has a very strong cheese flavor, obviously, having cheese on the inside and the outside. Just one down. Now, it's funny to me, our brains are hardwired for patterns, right? So I had 3 of one item and 2 of another. So there's a group of you out there that's going to say, do all of the same item together, or then move on to your other item. My instinct is to go every other. So I'm going to bust into this bad guy next before I move on to my other one. Now these are smaller. They're off the dollar menu. It's the chicken Chipotle mini something. I can't remember. It's newer. They didn't have this up until recently. I think they got rid of their chicken Chipotle loaded griller thing, and this was like the replacement item. So it's wee compared to this. I mean, much smaller, but it has a lot of flavor. I'm going to add some fire sauce. Give it a little more kick. I like spicy food though. Oh no, they're sticking together. I'll get my next napkin ready too. So we started watching Christmas movies. Made it through Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Frosty 2, I think it's called Frosty Comes Back. I don't know, I never saw it on TV, but when I bought the Christmas collection, it was one of the bonus items on the Christmas collection, so I watch it with the kids. It's pretty cute. It's about, the adults don't like snow, but the kids do. So the adults are all trying to find a product that'll make the snow go away. And they come up with this aerosolized, I can't remember what it's called, some aerosolized snow go or something like that. It melts the snow so you don't have to shovel, but it also will melt Frosty. So the kids have to convince the adults to let there be snow, and remind them that snow can be fun and enjoyable and all of that. I've also watched How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the original TV special. That's about 30 minutes with Boris Karloff. It's one of my favorites. We've watched both of the remakes of The Grinch, the cartoon version and the live action version. On to number 3. In comparison, you can see this requires 2 hands to hold. It's much bigger burrito. Let's see, what other Christmas movies have I watched? Elf. Oh man. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. That's a must. What other ones? I've been trying to get myself more in the Christmas spirit. It's usually one of my favorite holidays. But it's just been hard this year because it's not going to be a normal Christmas. There's not going to be the family gatherings. There's not going to be, well, for my family anyway, we're not chancing it. It's different because the kids, since they're all virtual, there's not that super excitement about the Christmas break for them from school because, I mean, it's a break. Yes, they don't have to go and do virtual, but it's not the same because they haven't really left the house. So for them, they're not as excited yet either. I think they're still excited about the idea of presents, don't get me wrong. Last year we started doing Elf on the Shelf, and So they've been excited that their elf is back and up to mischief. It's a mixed thing. It's fun for them, so it makes it fun for me. Yeah, this is good. I don't know how I'm going to finish wrapping the kids' presents though. Usually I can get them out of the house for a little while, either by doing it while they're in school or having them go spend the night at a grandparent's house. This year I don't really have that option, so I don't know how I'm going to get their Christmas presents wrapped without them knowing. I'm going to have to set an alarm for like 3 o'clock in the morning. I mean, shit, I should have just, oh, I'm sorry. I should have just done it last night. I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning anyway, but I wasn't thinking about wrapping presents. I was thinking I should go back to sleep because I have to be up with the kids soon. So I tend to curse like a sailor in my home life. That one just slipped out. I apologize. I try to keep this stuff family friendly, but things do happen. I'm an adult, so I say things that I should use more caution, I guess. Also, if you're wondering if this is how much I usually eat, it's a little more than I would usually eat, but not by much. If I'm being honest, I have a big appetite. I love food. So what other Christmas movies are a must for you? I know we still have A Christmas Story to watch. There's a whole long list of Christmas movies that I usually watch. Die Hard is, and I know this is going to be divisive. Die Hard and Gremlins are Christmas movies for me. We watch them in my house before Christmas. You all know, though, we're big horror movie buffs, so I'm going to get a little horror mixed in with our Christmas. There's an old movie that I don't have that I rented one time, and it's called Elves, but E period, L period, E period, V period, E period, S. And it's about, I don't remember what each letter stands for, but it's an acronym for something. But it's about a mall Santa who has to fight off alien invaders, I believe, that are also, it also has to do with Hitler somehow. And it's pretty it's pretty bad, let me be honest, but it's hilarious. It's hilariously bad. It's one of those that it's an actiony Christmas movie. I mean, I don't really know why they decided to set it during Christmas and why the mall Santa is the one that has to fight the miniature alien things. I can't remember enough of it to honestly say for sure. So if you're wondering, after eating this, this is where I would normally stop. That's like a pretty typical lunch for me. But I have this big last one here because if you're going to do a video about eating, I should probably make it impressive, right? So that's my goal. The bigger ones are a little more spicy than these are. These technically have a Chipotle sauce on them, but it's not got as much of a kick as the other ones. But still for $1, it's pretty good. All right, last item, a little more water first. And I am starting to get a little full. You'll notice I'm sitting up more, trying to give myself some more room, but I'm not so full to the point that I can't eat this. So here we go. I also remembered to pull my hair back this time. Girl problems. Well, and boy problems if you have long hair. Nobody wants to eat their hair while they're trying to eat their lunch. It's not good. Halfway through. I don't know. This gets super awkward because I don't know what else to talk about. But I've got to finish eating this, so y'all just gonna hang out with me, I guess. I guess I should ask. Do any of y'all do an Elf on the Shelf, and what does your elf get into? Having a 2.5-year-old, I can say that our elf does not just stay on a shelf. He gets carried around all the time, which I'm told makes them lose their magic. So we are very often leaving out little bits of brown sugar for him so that he can re-up his magic. If I'm being honest, I've never read the story. I don't know how it's all supposed to work. It all comes secondhand. I don't really Google it or research it. But I know there's a couple of movies on Netflix now that have to do with elves on the shelf. And I should probably watch some of those. I'll probably get to it eventually. If any of you know how it's supposed to work and you want to give me a brief synopsis, you just feel free. Right down there in the comments. Oh, this is spicy. I don't know why this one tastes spicier than the other ones. All right, about 3 more bites probably, and then I'm done. All right. That's it. All done. That was 3 grilled cheese burritos from Taco Bell with 2 of the chicken Chipotle burrito minis. I hope you all have a good Christmas and happy holidays to everybody out there. If you need any pointers on wrapping presents with a toddler in the house, you just look right here. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Tell your friends to subscribe. I hope to see you all again real soon. If you like watching me eat food, I mean, I eat every day, so I can make more food videos. You just let me know. Bye, guys.